Jerusalem, a city steeped in history, religion, and legend. For thousands of years, it has been a focal point of faith and conflict. Join us on our journey back in time to explore the fascinating history of ancient Jerusalem. Our story begins around 4000 BC with the first settlements in the area. The city's strategic location on a plateau in the Judean mountains made it an ideal location for early civilizations. Around 1000 BC, Jerusalem was a small Canaanite city-state known as Jebus, inhabited by a people called the Jebusites. But its destiny was about to change dramatically. Enter King David, the legendary Israelite leader. Around 1000 BC, he conquered Jerusalem and made it the capital of his united kingdom of Israel. This marked the beginning of Jerusalem's transformation into a major religious and political center. David's son Solomon took the city to new heights. During his reign, Jerusalem flourished. His greatest achievement was the construction of the First Temple, a magnificent structure that became the center of Jewish worship and pilgrimage. However, Jerusalem's golden age would not last forever. In 586 BC, the Babylonians, led by King Nebuchadnezzar II, conquered the city, destroyed the temple, and exiled many of its inhabitants. Jerusalem lay in ruins. But the story doesn't end there. When the Persians conquered Babylon, they allowed the exiled Jews to return. Under Persian rule, Jerusalem was slowly rebuilt, and a second temple was built, although it was more modest than its predecessor. The next few centuries saw Jerusalem under various rulers. Alexander the Great's conquest brought Hellenistic influence to the region. Later, the Jewish Hasmonean dynasty gained independence and ruled for about a century, expanding and fortifying the city. In 63 BC, the Roman general Pompey captured Jerusalem. Under Roman rule, particularly during the reign of King Herod, the city and the Second Temple were greatly expanded and beautified, making Jerusalem a truly impressive sight. But tensions between the Jews and Romans eventually led to the Great Revolt in 66 AD. After a prolonged siege, the Romans, led by Titus, breached the walls of Jerusalem in 70 AD. The city was sacked, the Second Temple destroyed, and much of the population was killed or enslaved. The destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD marked the end of an era, but not the end of the city's history. Jerusalem would rise again, remaining a center of religious and political significance to this day. Its ancient history continues to shape our world, reminding us of the power of faith, culture, and human perseverance.